Okay, a very splendid afternoon. This Saturday. Shall we get started? Yeah, all good. Okay. Speaker.
She can hear. Online can see.
Online can see, but no.
Because
Like-
we use this one, I can.
Yeah, yeah. Important thing is online, so you can hear me. Okay. Okay, guys, take two. A splendid afternoon for the Toastmasters friends and to our club president. Welcome to Whampoa Toastmasters Club's chapter meeting. Just a gentle reminder, your mobile phone, if you can put it to silent mode, that would be great. So for us to get started with our meeting. So later, we are expecting some guests. So hopefully they can join us. Then I'll do a rundown on Toastmasters. They are not very familiar with Toastmasters and how Toastmaster meeting is run. But there are also some changes to the program sheet, which I will highlight later. But now is for us to invite our club president, distinguished Toastmaster Alicia. So we put it up, right? Yeah. Distinguished Toastmaster Alicia to share her opening address. Can we give her a round of applause? Alicia, go ahead.
A happy Lunar New Year to distinguished Toastmasters, members, and guests out there. Chinese New Year 2025, or the Year of the Wood Snake, is very significant to everyone, not only to Chinese people, because it represents significance. And what significance does it represent? Firstly, new beginnings. This year is a time to reflect and think personally what you had done last year and what you want to do this year and for the future. And cultural unity, the second point. People from many cultures, we celebrate the new year regardless of the ethnic or cultural background we have. And the third significant point is hope. The new year is a time to look forward to the future with optimism. Forget about the negative events that happened last year. You must have hope. That is the thing that can move you in the present time and forward. And most of us will be wondering, what does the snake symbolize? The snake is the sixth animal in the Chinese zodiac and symbolizes wisdom, intuition, and transformation. The wood element, which is this year 2025, is the wood snake year, which means it's a time to stand up, or rather stand your ground, be charming, and benefit others. So it's time for us people, our Toastmaster members in our club, our family, our relatives, our friends, everyone we know, we need to celebrate by enjoying food, honoring Chinese traditions, and exchanging greetings. Like today, I greet Happy New Year to everyone. And we can have our celebrations like having lion, dragon dance, opening fireworks. I know we can't open fireworks in Singapore, but we can watch fireworks, right? Singing and dancing. So let's continue to celebrate and wishing everyone here the wisdom of the snake as you traverse the coming year. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Right, thank you. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Chia, for the opening address and also for the Chinese New Year greetings to each and every one of us. So this is the year of the snake. But as Whampoa Toastmasters has been around for close to, close already, yeah. Is it close?
Oui. Why close, huh? Oh, it's here.
It's inside there, Sanjeev. It's inside the box. There's also pen.
Okay. Oh, I think one of the laptop is the admin. Yeah.
You don't have it. Okay, Toastmasters is a platform for us to improve our communication, presenting skills, but it also gives us an opportunity to enhance our leadership skills. So there are many clubs here in Singapore, but at the same time here at Whampoa Toastmasters clubs, many of the clubs face similar challenges. That is to getting the people to come on board, and also for members to take up the additional roles and responsibilities. Similarly, at this club, we face similar challenges, but it's about each and every one of us taking the additional step to enhance ourselves in terms of our presentation skills, communication skills, and also our leadership skills. So the opportunity, the platform is there. Toastmasters platform is there for us to take advantage of. So even recently, I went to a few clubs under my leadership as an area director. So I was sharing similar things with them. The Toastmasters is there for us. How much that we want to take benefit of is really up to the individual. So even today, I mean, like whether we have a big group or a very nice, comfortable group like that, what we have today, we are going to have audience, and we are going to have that opportunity to come up here for the speakers to present ourselves. So for today, we are going to have the three segments. Firstly, we are going to have better speaking skills, which is about presentation skills, and then you're going to have better thinking skills, the table topics, and also about better listening skills, where you will have evaluators to evaluate the prepared speeches. And some changes, we should have a language evaluator. Usually we will start off with the word of the day, but the language evaluator is not around. So in terms of the evaluators, in one of the evaluation, if Watson is not around, then I will step in. That is three speeches, three evaluations, right? Okay, now let's get started with the prepared speeches. Okay, now is also the time where everyone in Toastmasters we are having our contest. So we are having the international speech contest and also the table topics and evaluation contest. Similarly for Whampoa, over the last 2 months, we had our table topics as well as evaluation speech contest, and also last month we have our international speech contest. And then the winners get an opportunity to go the next level at the area level, where at every level the contest gets a lot more tougher. But it all starts here at the ground, at our own club. The opportunity for us to come up here and to do our presentation, get feedback, evaluations, and constructive evaluation for us to understand where we are doing well and where we can do better. And the important thing is to keep on doing our presentations. Okay, so that's the opportunity that we have today. So for us to get our prepared speeches started, we have, as I said, there are 3 speeches, and one of them will be an icebreaker. Someone who have joined our club, our Whampoa Toastmasters club, and he's going to introduce himself in the icebreaker. But for now, let me do a quick intro for the prepared speech.
And we have to celebrate as the word of the day.
There's no LED.
The
There's no
language,
LED.
the language eraser is not there.
That's why I don't. So you familiar with Jackie's speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So first we're going to have our first presentation is going to be project 3, right? Project 3 from level 2. It is from the MS Mastering Strategies pathway. So I would like to call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjeev, to share with us the objectives
Okay, so I'm going to do an evaluation for Jackie. So, Jackie is, the purpose of his speech is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Okay, and the purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate the ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech and evaluation speech. So, yep, with that, I would like to welcome.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah, let me share the timing sequence and also introduce the timer. In Toastmasters, the timer's role is very important, and for the speakers, timing is very important. Yeah, some of us, once we are here, we get so comfortable, then we cannot make you stop. Right? We keep on going on and on and on. For some of us, we might feel a sense of nervousness, and then we might speak for too short. Right? But as I said, in Toastmasters, timing is very important for us to gauge ourselves, how we get our message across, how we do the presentation in the right frame of mind within the time given to us. So that's why we have a timer. Today, our timer is Toastmaster Nur Zafrina. Round of applause for Nur Zafrina. So the timing sequence for the first project, or rather our first presentation, is 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5th minute, the green card will be displayed. At the 6th minute, the yellow card will be displayed. And at the 7th minute, you will have the red card. Okay, and you're given 30 seconds. Do you have the bell with you?
No.
Okay, we should have a bell. Okay, so at 7 minutes, 30 seconds, there will be audible, there will be a bell, but I think you don't have. So,
You can set.
yeah, okay, we'll open that. Okay, so there will be you should complete the speech by 7 minutes, 30 seconds to be eligible for the voting for today's content, today's prepared speech section. Okay, to introduce the next speaker, he has come on board to Whampoa Toastmasters Club. He came as a guest. He has shown us his very special skills with his cards and cardistry, and also his magical skills. And he has shared with us his challenges growing up, the accident that he has faced when he was only 6 years old, and how he has overcome those challenges in life. And today he's an inspiration to many others. And here he's coming to inspire more of us, and he's going to share. The title of his speech is Touring Enabling Village. Let me just get that right there. Okay, so the title of his speech is Enabling Village Tour. Right, Enabling Village Tour. So can we put our hands together to invite our first speaker? Jackie.
Welcome everyone to the Enabling Village Tour. This is a top collaboration between SG Enable and Rural Step. My name is Jackie. Whenever I say my name is Jackie, correct? Do you know what people call me? Chan. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is my universal name. My surname is Chong. Spelled C-H-I-O-N-H. It's a special Chong. I will be your guide for today, and I hope through today's tour, you will gain a deeper understanding of what Enabling Village is. Enabling Village, or EV, is officially opened by Singapore Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong in December 2015, who was then the Singapore Prime Minister, as the first inclusive community space in Singapore, dedicated to integrating persons with disability by building dreams and enabling lives. EV is also a place for people with different abilities to move around independently and make them feel accepted for who they are, and also feel valued for their contribution. Being the first of its kind development, Enabling Village won numerous awards and recognition, such as President Design Award in 2016, ULI Global Award for Excellence in the year 2022. We are also the first representative in the Asian country who won the global award. Enabling Village is co-managed by SG Enable, the first focal agency for disability sector in Singapore. SG Enable is the first stop for persons with disability and their caregiver, and also for any partner supporting disability and inclusion. So, in the Enabling Village, the block are named based on their characteristic and program. And here, now, I'm going to talk about the next block. Next block is the Information and Career Center for persons with disability and their caregiver. SG Enable goes to 3 key partners for job placement in job support. First is Autism Resource Center for persons with autism. Second, MINDS for persons with intellectual disability. And third, SPD for persons with physical disability. Their role is to firstly provide vocational assessment. Second, career advice. Third, job matching. And lastly, job support. Having the partners co-located within the Enabling Village enables better integration of the disability employment services. Before these services was available, persons with disability had to go to different areas to seek for assistance, which may be a bit hassle for some of them. Now let's move on to the next block, which is inclusive preschool. Over here we have the first inclusive preschool in Singapore. It's called a kindergarten preschool by AWA, formerly known as Asian Women Welfare Association, where the enrollment rate makes up 30% of children with special needs. This inclusivity allows different children to learn and interact with one another, and also to understand about inclusion at a young age. The age of these children is from as young as 8 months all the way until 6 years old. Example of the special needs children are global development delay, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and yeah. And also, whenever I step into an Enabling Village, I always feel amazed by the surrounding. Why? Because we are surrounded by all the greenery. To me, it's like a mini botanic garden. Not only that, we also have the wall murals within the Enabling Village. The wall murals, you know that it was done by this street artist called Ernest Zachariavic. He was an artist from Malaysia. He first visited Singapore in the late 2013 and put up artwork in the Joo-Chiat and Victoria Street. Later on in the year 2015, he came back to Singapore again. This time around, he put up 3 artwork within the Enabling Village. He drew inspiration from artists from the Autism Resource Center. And also, Enabling Village is one of the 3 places in Singapore that has his artwork. And I think nowadays, many people are very into technology, correct? We are living in the 20th century. So now let me bring you and introduce you about this special resource center. It's called Tech Able. Tech Able is famous for the 3 P: private, public, and people. Partnership set up with seed funding from corporates such as ST Engineering, Singtel, and other government agencies. Tech Able is co-managed by SG Enable and SPD, and has partnered with many organizations to trial and pilot innovative solutions with persons with disability within the Enabling Village. Tech Able aims to increase the awareness and promote the adoption and benefit of using accessible technology, not just with persons with disability, and also to the employers who employ them. This allows persons with disability to learn, work, and play independently. Now, let me bring you to the next block, which is my career space. Why? It's called the art faculty. Inside the art faculty, there's a cafe space, which I myself, I love to drink coffee. I always visit a cafe, to chill and have a cup of coffee. So, what is art faculty? Art faculty, at art faculty, correct, you can get to a shop for quality merchandise with unique artwork designed by talented artists with autism. This is also one of the most direct places where you can support persons with disability. Okay? And also, and now moving on to the art bar. Okay, there's art bar inside this art faculty. The art bar is a community project with Starbucks Singapore, where they will employ autism, client autism to train them to be barista before they are placed at the Starbucks outlet around Singapore. Okay, now moving on to the next block, which is called the Hive block. Why do I call it the Hive block? It's a BVD block. because people are busy working. This is where the E2C, Employability and Employment Center, by Human Resource Center that's located. Okay, so they were E2C, they offer services enabling personal autism to perform successfully in the workplace. Through training, personal autism will gain employability skill and can be tasked in a suitable job with a company to support. Now, we come to the end of the tour. Now, let me summarize in 3 main points. First is the inclusive space and the features around the animating village. Second, and the animating village is the first stop when it comes to training and employment for persons with disability. And lastly, partnership. There's a saying, it takes a village to raise a child, but it requires even more to build this village. The work that the partners are doing to employ persons with disability. And lastly, they will share that, as a person with disability, right? I think nothing is impossible. Okay? The word impossible, I really have 2 words, are impossible. Thank you.
Okay, let's give our tour guide for Enabling Village, Jackie Chong, another round of applause. If you are wondering where is Enabling Village in Singapore, it's situated in Bukit Merah. Okay, but he gave us a very, very thorough and really felt like we were there in the Enabling Village. We could visualize all the different blocks. And since Jackie also mentioned about the coffee now, I feel like going there to have my coffee. Right, thank you so much for giving us a very nice and visualized tour of Enabling Village. Now moving on to our second project for today, this afternoon, is going to be an icebreaker. So this is the moment where a new member who steps into a new club and introduces himself to the club members. And we are very happy and privileged to have the next speaker to share with us about himself. But let me invite our evaluator for this project, Toastmaster Vinny. Can we give a round of applause for Vinny? Project.
For this project, the project purpose will be the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. The speech length will be 4 to 6 minutes.
Thank you. We have seen this speaker in action. He has visited our club and he has done impromptu speech. And based on impromptu speech is the evaluation given to our next speaker to join the club. And definitely he's going to take vast improvement to becoming an even much better speaker as well as a presenter. So when I asked Stefan, how would you like to introduce yourself? He mentioned that he's very dedicated to learning and adding value to others. And he wants to learn to improve his communication as well as presentation skills so that he can have a greater impact on people around him. Currently, he's working as a software developer, and he also mentioned that he's an author. So we are looking forward to hearing more from our next speaker. As mentioned, the timing sequence is 4 to 6 minutes. At the 4th minute, the green card will be up, will be displayed. And at the 5th minute, the yellow card will be displayed. And at the 6th minute, the red card will be displayed. And the speaker will have 30 seconds from there before he has to wrap up the speech. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the next presenter for today. He's going to come with magic words. The title of his speech is Magic Words. Ladies and gentlemen, with his magic words, let's invite Stefan Wong. Round of applause.
Afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. When I was growing up, whenever I had a family dinner, we would sit around the table. Then as you're eating, normally my mom would start the conversation going, something like, oh, today the price is now so expensive, like everything increasing price. And this person also, wow, he say all this to me, And then we all follow suit with, yeah, actually also this happened to me, and wow, everything is horrible. And because of this, I grew up thinking this was the normal way to communicate. Okay. Up until university when I went to NTU student union. So at the NTU student union, they have this buddy system where they pair you up with another student, and together you're supposed to like buddy make friends. I was paired up with a girl and we had quite similar interests in variety shows. So like we were talking about variety shows. But I feel like it's a very interesting variety show because in this show there are 3 restaurants, but one of them is a fake. So you need to figure out which restaurant is fake and which one is real. I wasn't the best at guessing it, and I often told her like, "Wow, I feel bad that I cannot guess properly." And after that, she didn't really talk to me much. So I was like, "Eh, how come she don't talk to me so much?" So one day I was talking to my friend in the student union, and then I overheard her sharing with her friend like, "Wow, this is definitely very negative. I don't really like to talk to you. So I don't talk to you so much." It really stung me because it's the first time someone ever called me negative. And at first I was like in a bit of denial, like, what? Am I really so negative? After reflecting back, I realized that actually it is kind of the truth. Like a lot of times I find myself complaining or even like talking behind other people's back a lot. And this started my journey to find out how to improve myself in that aspect. And as I read a lot of and consume a lot of self-help content, I realized that there's one consistent theme among all of them. Have anyone heard of the law of attraction?
Yes.
Yes. So for those who haven't heard about it, basically states that whatever you say and whatever you think will manifest in your life. So for example, let's say you're walking out of park, and then you see wow, the sun is glaring at you. You think, wow, today's a very hot day. I don't think it's going to be a good day. Guess what you think will happen? You'll feel even hotter after that, and your day probably won't go very well. But if you're walking down and you see, wow, today is a good day. All the flowers look very nice and in bloom. And guess what you think will happen after that? Again, you will probably have a nice, beautiful walk and enjoy the day a lot more. So from learning this, I realized that I need to change my mindset. I wanted to figure out how to change from being a negative person to being a more positive person and to uplift others. And I found the key to doing that is actually a lot simpler than you think. When we are young, our parents always tell us to say please and thank you, yes. And those thank you, we always take it for granted. Like, why should I say thank you so much? I mean, do I really even add value enough? Or like, should I even thank them for it? But I come to realize that these simple words of thank you are actually magic words because they completely change the way that you are able to see yourself. So for example, let's say again the park analogy of walking down. You're thinking, wow, it's actually hot day, it's probably not gonna be a good day. When you catch yourself thinking that, then you can say, hey, what should I say thank you for? Oh, thank you that even though it's hot, I'm still able to walk, I still have a healthy body, I can enjoy this beautiful walk. So in this way, you're able to catch yourself and change your negativity back into positivity with just 2 magical words. Thank you. So I encourage all of you today, if you catch yourself thinking something negative, just take this time to say these 2 simple words and watch the magic happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You. The icebreaker is all about how we can stay motivated and then to attract the law of attraction. Right, thank you so much, Zephyr, for introducing yourself and also telling us like what are the magic words for you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give Zephyr a round of applause. Okay, we have two of our guests joining us. Later, you will get a chance to like introduce to all of us. Now, just to give you a quick intro, I mean, like because we are in the speakers platform, right? We come to speakers platform, which is a Toastmaster. We are always ready to speak, right? So that's the opportunity that's given to us, and that's how we can improve ourselves. Zephyr just did his icebreaker speech, which means his first speech as a member. So here in a Toastmasters, just for the benefit of our someone joining us. Okay, so the benefit of our guests, yeah. Okay, in a Toastmasters, you have a very well spelled out routine or strategy or how we look into our program. So we have a prepared speech, which we are going through right now. We have one more prepared speech to listen to. When they come here to do a prepared speech, we have identified and we have given the role of an evaluator to them, to another member. So they will be taking notes and evaluating how these speakers spoke, what are the strong points, and what are the areas they can improve. So this is how we can help the speaker to become a better speaker as they progress in Toastmaster. Another segment is where everyone who is here can take part. It's called an impromptu speech or the table topics. So for the table topics, is basically it's not for you to be prepared, but of course you're prepared more of like in your mind and body. But it's about coming up here, a topic is given to you, and for you to come up here and to speak off the cuff. So it prepares you when you're put in a very tight spot. How do you think fast? How do you think creative? So that you can connect with the people or the audience. So these are the three main segments. Apart from that, Toastmasters also helps us to enhance our leadership skills. Firstly, about how we organize our chapter meeting on a monthly basis. And apart from that, there are other roles. As an area director, we have Smadi, myself as an area director, in charge of a few of the clubs in our individual areas. From the area, you can become a division director as well as officers in the district. All these are not paid jobs. So these are more of a voluntary. We are giving to Toastmasters, but more importantly, we are gaining our leadership skills as well as how we can apply the communication skills when we work with different groups. Our next speech, our third and final prepared speech for this afternoon, it's from a member who has been a member for some time with us, and she is someone who's always taking up the different roles and responsibilities and also willing to step up and do the task that is required. And she has not come up here to prepare or to present a speech, and really good to see her going to be doing that, because as the title speaks, is about the inner spark that probably she had with her. So the third and the final prepared speech, the evaluator, who is supposed to be Vasan, is not around, so I'll be stepping in as the evaluator. This is from it's a L5, level 5, from dynamic, is from no, motivation. You mentioned it's from motivation strategies. Is it L5?
It's L1 project 3.
Oh, okay. So it's L1, right? L1 project 3. Talking about L1, L2, L5, you have different pathways, right? In Toastmasters, as you join the Toastmaster, you will get to understand better. There are different pathways. So now we are talking about motivational strategies pathway, and this is going to be the third project. Okay, the objective is very clear for this project. Just to focus on two main things when you're coming out here to do a presentation. Firstly, your vocal variety, and secondly, your body language. Okay, so your vocal variety, how you're going to connect with the audience, with your voice as well as your body language. Timing sequence is 5 to 7 minutes. I think you're already familiar with how the 5 to 7 minute works. And just to have a bit of understanding of our next speaker, she has been an engineering college professor for almost 10 years in India. And when she got married, she moved to Singapore. And she had this drive to get knowledge, to gain knowledge, and to connect with intellectuals, and eventually discovered the Toastmasters. So thank you so much, Sumati, for calling all of us intellectuals. And so we all feel very honored for that. And last year, she started her own company, a recruitment agency company, and she's exploring opportunity to network and also to grow her business. So there's always an inner spark. There's a title of a speech. So ladies and gentlemen, let's call our next prepared speech speaker, Toastmaster Sumati with an inner spark. Round of applause for
deep dive deeper. Today my topic is motivation. That is the inner drive which pushes us to set our goals to achieve in our life. Right? So here the motivation, what is the motivation? What is the important of the motivation? How it impacts our life and how we can stay motivated all the time. We'll see one day. So what is the motivation? Is the inner drive that pushes us to find our goals first and to work on it, right? So there are two kinds of motivations: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. What is the intrinsic motivation? You don't need another person to push you. You can do yourself, correct? Intrinsic motivation means it's driven by your own thoughts, correct? So it will give you the satisfaction, self-satisfaction and enjoyment if you do that. What is that extrinsic motivation? So you need someone to push you to do that task, right? So if you do that, what you will get? You will get some prize or money, correct? Or recognition, something you need. That is called extrinsic motivation. So motivation is the very crucial point to sit and achieve your goals at a day set. So in the motivation case, if you don't have the motivation, what will happen to your dreams? It will be the unfulfilled dreams, right? So motivation is very important. For example, consider the athletes. So they are working hard years and years to compete in the Olympics. Is it so? So who drives them? Who drives them? So their motivation only drives them to work very hardly, correct? So sometimes the motivation helps us to come out of the unexpected failures and setbacks. Can see, correct? And one more thing, the Thomas Alva. He had tried 1,000 times to invent the gun. Is it so? So can we try? How long we will try? Maximum 5 times, maximum 10 times. But he had tried for 1,000 times to invent the gun. Correct? Who motivated him? The motivation itself pushed him to do up to 1,000 times. Correct? Okay. And you take your individual person. If he is motivated, he will be very focused and he will be very particular in his work. Correct? He won't have any other disturbance in his work. Correct? So the motivation is very important. If there is no motivation, just to think about the boat, there is no pedal. We reach the shore. Right? So like that, the motivation is very important. And if we have the high level of motivation, we won't have any disturbance. So our happiness will be very high. We have very less tension on it. Correct? So engaging with your favorite activities will give you more motivation. So find your motivation first. Then you have to work on it. How to stay in your motivation. Okay. So and another thing, what experts suggest how you can practically stay with the motivation. There is a way, it's called a SMART. SMART means what? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bounded. If I want to have the motivation, kind of, I want to wake up at 4 o'clock. Yes, is it possible? I want to wake up in the morning 4 o'clock. Is it possible? Yes, possible. But only thinking is not considered. We have to plan it, correct? So if I want to wake up at 4 o'clock, I have to sleep at night 8 o'clock. So it should be practically possible. You cannot think whatever you want. It should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Okay, so for example, if you want to set your motivation, you have to split into small steps. For example, if someone wants to write a book, instead of thinking about how to write them, first they have to consider the chapters. First, they have to outline the chapters. Then they have to write the chapters only. Then easily they can achieve. Okay? If someone wants to learn a new language, they should know what is the reason behind learning the language. Whether they want to connect the new culture or they want to develop their career, they have to decide it first. Okay, so and if you want to get the motivation, you have to join the club with the same intention. So you can meet the people with the same interest. So we can motivate each other. Okay, so finally, in summary, motivation helps us to get achieve the goal and come out from the difficulties, and we can grow internally and we can impact other people also. Okay, and I suggest you find your motivation, so which makes you positive always. Okay, just you try to sustain it. Okay, and every big journey start with a small step. Okay, so let motivation ignites your journey.
Would have noticed, or the new members and all would have noticed, when a speaker comes onto the stage or to the front, we hand over the control of the stage. So that's why we do a handshake. When they come onto the stage or to the front, we do a handshake and then they start speaking. And once they're finished, they do a handshake before they return back to their seats. So we had the third and final speaker who came here to share about the motivation and how she got motivated and how we can be motivated. Later on, we'll be hearing the feedback or the evaluation. We have evaluators for each project. They will come up here and they will be doing the sharing of the evaluation. So now I would like to request the timer to share the timing taken for each of the speakers, please.
Jackie took 7 minutes 22 seconds. Stefan took 4 minutes 28 seconds. Timothy took 6
You
minutes.
mean first one is Jackie, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Jackie took 7 minutes 20 seconds.
Mm.
Okay, got it.
Stefan took 4 minutes 28 seconds. Timothy took 6 minutes 3 seconds.
Sorry, 6 minutes,
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Okay, thank you, because every speech is given a timing and you have to speak within the time. Right after this, we're going to have an impromptu speech, but before I invite the impromptu, the table topics master, so since we have visitors as well as guests and also members from Whampoa Toastmasters Club, we will do a very short introduction of ourselves. So this is the New Year period. So we just finished our English calendar New Year as well as the Chinese New Year. And table topics is going to be very much themed on the New Year. But now it's for us to do a quick sharing. Tell us your name. If you are from another club, tell us like which club you are from. Okay, and share with us what is your New Year wish, whichever the New Year. English New Year, Chinese New Year, doesn't matter. What is your New Year wish for this year? Okay, so we'll start with Sanjeev. Yeah, okay, so I'll cut it. Let's give a round of applause, Sanjeev, go. Yeah, just introduction.
So yeah, hi, my name is Sanjeev. I have been right now my role in this club is a VPR, so a Vice President, People's Relation, right?
Public relations.
Public Relation, correct. So yeah, so that's my role for this term in Whampoa Toastmasters Club. So I've been in Whampoa Toastmasters Club for about 3 years already. Plus minus, okay? So yeah, so coming to the topic, which is my New Year's wish, or you can say my New Year's resolution. I wish, okay. So what I wish for this New Year 2025 is for every one of us to achieve success. Okay, but you can say, what we looking at everyone, you are wishing for everyone, and what about you? Okay, when everyone achieves their success, I'm sure I'll be able to also achieve my success, because I'm sure you'll be helping me to achieve my success, right? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Alright, thanks. Our enabling village tour guide.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackie. So I joined Toastmaster in last year, April. About going to a year already. I think my New Year resolution is to become a more confident and better speaker. To be able to have more opportunity to speak outside and also the opportunity to perform outside. Yeah, and also to meet more people, to be able to connect and learn from different people, about their experiences. Because I'm a person who likes to improve myself. So yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
Hi, I am Sumati. I'm the treasurer in Whampoa Toastmaster. I'm here for last 3 years. My New Year resolution, I was thinking to wake up at 4 o'clock, they said. So I was thinking like that, which not possible to do it. And one more thing, our son is appearing for P6 this year. So I want to be more dedicated for him, and I want to teach him and I want to guide him. So that's the thing, now it's going on my mind. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Winnie. I've joined Whampoa Toastmaster Club I think 5 years. Yeah, I'm the VPE of this club, which is the Vice President of Education. So actually, the program is my work. Okay, and my New Year wish for this year, I just started my trading company, so I have a goal that I will need to triple the income, the revenue this year within 6 months. So and I also looking for find a husband this year. Okay, and I hope everyone will be happy in this year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Afrina and I've been in Whampoa Toastmaster for 1.5 years. I'm currently the Vice President of Membership, and my New Year's wish today is to get my diploma by the end of this year.
Hi, I'm Hui Min. This is my second time coming to this Toastmaster Club. And my New Year wish is to get my driving license by end of the year.
Hi everyone, my name is I'm a new guest here today. For my New Year wish is to get my diploma finishing this year, and I hope everyone get a success and health in the full year. That's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shakira. So for this year, I'm hoping to get more experience because I'm an international student and I'm also the student ambassador at my university. So I'm hoping that I can speak in public more confident and improve myself more. So that's it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Zephyr. I recently just joined the Toastmaster Club in Whampoa itself. And for my New Year wish is also similar to Winnie, that I'm running a water business, so I hope to grow the income to a full-time income this year.
Hi, my name is Santosh, and I'm with this club since more than 1.5 years now. My New Year resolution. So I think in December, I joined one session where they asked me what is it that you're going to do in the new year. I said I'm going to start recording videos, but it's already 1 month and I haven't started doing it. I think it's time for me to start recording some videos. Hopefully, I'll record a video and then share it, with you. I run an AI company, and so it's important to be visible on social media. Once I start my YouTube channel, I'll just share with you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, to introduce myself, I'm Zafar. I'm a founding member of Whampoa Toastmasters Club. Currently, I'm also the advisor for the club and stepping in as the club secretary. The club itself is coming into 19 years. So my journey with Toastmasters started slightly back about almost 20 years right now. Right. So why I have stayed with Toastmasters all these years, I really feel that Toastmasters really works for you, has worked for me. It is not just about gaining confidence, but definitely that's one of it. But it's also given me my rise goal. Right, when I started more than 20 years ago, before I started, I was a nervous wreck, standing in front of an audience. But today, my profession as a corporate trainer, so I really give Toastmasters as one of the main factors that has given me the platform. Because when we come to Toastmasters, our mindset can be, I can make mistakes. Of course, we feel the sense of nervousness. Now I'm going to speak in front of a group of people, the audience looking at me. But at the back of the mind, if you can train yourself, it's like, I can make mistakes because all these are my friends. The moment you can set your mind that I can make mistakes, you feel a lot more relaxed. And that's where you can give your best and also improve yourself. So my wish has been to reach out to people I always think like, yeah, I've already been a Toastmaster for 20 years. Toastmasters has been around. In this year, it's been celebrating 100 years. Toastmaster has been around for 100 years. Yeah, that's amazing, right? It's amazing. I mean, like Toastmasters has been around for 100 years worldwide, and in Singapore for almost like half the century. But of course, there are people who comes like, what is Toastmasters? So I always tell them, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Right? When you are ready, it's like, oh, there's such a thing called Toastmasters. Let me go and have a look at it. And of course, the next step is to join the club and then to make the speeches, and you will definitely see progress. Progress could be different for different people, but you will definitely see progress. My wish also for this year is we all are hearing things about mental health issues, right? Especially with a lot of things that's happening around the world, happening in Singapore, around your own community. People are feeling a lot more stressed. So my wish for myself and for others is to have a better mental health and for me to stay calm, emotionally controlled, and to be happy and to make others happy. Right? Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for introducing yourself. The next segment is a very important segment because everyone can take part. You don't need to be a member, but of course, this is an opportunity for you to get a feel of like how you are here. And some of us might feel a little bit of nervousness. Some of you feel really, really confident, but that is a starting stone. That is the starting point for you to get better and better. So table talk in Toastmasters, table topics is a very, very important segment. So for this segment, right, we have our table topics master who has prepared some topics for you. So these topics are themed on New Year's wish because we just have 2 New Years. And the timing sequence, Simon, okay, take note for the table topics because everyone, even the guests and everyone are highly encouraged to take the step, come here and to try for your table topics. Timing sequence is 1 to 2 minutes. On the first minute, you will see the green card. Okay, so you need to speak for at least 1 minute until you see the green card. Okay, at 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow card. And at the second minute or the 2 minutes, you will see the green card. When you see the red card, you should wrap up your speech because some of you might feel very comfortable here. We don't want you to be giving us a 2-hour speech. 2 minutes is enough. Okay, so when you see the red card, you should wrap up your speech because you have another 30 seconds before you wrap up, complete your speech. If not, the timer will throw something at you. You don't have a bell, right? Usually we have a bell. Right? Why? Because you need to qualify, you need to be eligible for the best table topic speaker. At the end of our table topics, you will get the audience vote, and there will be one speaker who will be voted as the best table topics speaker. Okay, so highly everyone is encouraged to come here, take part. And now let me invite Santosh, our table topics master, who has introduced himself, and we are looking forward to your YouTube channel. Let's give our table topics master a round.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. So I'd like to welcome all the guests to this club for today's session. As Zafar said, this is one of the most important sessions or important sections. I would say that it's not just important, it's also very interesting because nobody is prepared for these topics. These topics are prepared by me, of course, but everyone else has not seen those topics. You'll be hearing this topic for the first time, and then you get 10 to 10 seconds to think, and then you can speak for 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes for, not to be exact, but you try to wrap up after 2 minutes. So yeah, if your New Year resolution is to do better, then yeah, this is an opportunity for you to speak. And if you do not get a chance to speak at home like me, then yeah, this is also an opportunity for you to speak. The theme of the table topic is New Year. So most of the topics are related to New Year, but yeah, not restricted. There can be slight variations as well. So I have around 11 topics here, and you can come here, pick one of these, and then you get 15 to 20 seconds to think, and then 2 minutes to speak. So yeah, who would like to go first? Anyone?
So the number of topics, the good news is that almost everyone will get a chance
Yeah,
to speak.
almost everyone will get
So
a
it's
chance
just,
to
I mean, the
speak.
guest can go maybe the second or third,
Yeah,
unless you really want to step up. If not, who wants to?
I support you.
All right, okay, let's give the first.
yeah. So the topic is, if you could start the new year as an entirely different person, who would you be and why? So, ready?
Hello, Dr. Ewan. I think this topic is interesting. And because I love who am I right now, if you ask me to give a chance to become another entirely different person, as who am I right now, probably I would say I want to try out another life with another new character. Because now I am outgoing. Personally, I'm a shy girl, and now it's very outgoing and a very happy person. But in nowadays, the world have a lot of people that have mental issue or mental problem. So I would like to experience somebody with mental issue, so I can know how they feel, and probably if I got, probably I can have a better understanding, like can find a solution to help them. Because sometimes when we see people's story, we will never feel as what they are feeling or what they are going through. So we will just seems like it's a easy things, and why you so surprised, why you use this way, why you feel so shocked or why so emotional for certain things. But I will feel if we can really feel on their shoe, you must same as them. So that's why if you give me another chance, probably I will choose a different story. Because I from a shy girl until outgoing person. I'm negative before, but now I'm very positive. So I want to go through again if I really have a mental issue, but I believe that I will still be able to overcome all these things and become another person. Okay, as a successful storytelling and also find a solution to cure and help other people with the same issue.
Yeah. That was an interesting take. So, yeah, next. Right. If you could go back to a past year in history, what year would it be? If you could go back to a past year in history, what year would it be? Thank you, Sandeep. Yeah.
I mean, every one of us, had a sweet history in our life. And similar to that, I also had a sweet history. And I desire to be there again to experience, because that is where I was shaped. And that was when I was in my primary school. See, in my primary school, I actually had a lot of fun. I did a lot of activities with my friends, drama, dance, sports, many sports. I even attended certain talent shows, and I actually got like top 3. A lot of amazing memories, right? And I also was able to perform in front of whole school in my primary school. And like I remember one time, and I was dancing with my friends, and that time during the primary school we were doing not a coordinated steps but our own steps on the stage, and everyone clapped for that. I was like, okay. And I remember I fall down one, and what I did was I froze. I didn't get up. I asked my friend who was doing stunt, who was in the backstage, jump over me, and do the stunt. And eventually he did. Those were the days, right? The days where you don't feel shy, you don't feel embarrassed, and just do it. But now, something which I have to learn and reflect about, and I think I should open up more and enjoy my life more freely and have more fun together with everyone of you. So what I would like to say is, memories is one thing, but learning from our past, learning from our memories, and proceed to have a great future. Thank you.
So yeah, if I could go back to past year, I would also probably like to go back to my childhood. Yeah. Great memories of childhood, everyone. Yeah, who wants to go next? Yeah. Okay. create a new tradition of celebrating the new year, what would it be? If we could create a new tradition of celebrating the new year in a different way, then what would it be? And if we could create a new tradition of celebrating the new year, what would it be?
Let me think about it first. Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. As I already said, hi, my name is Shamira. I am an international student from Indonesia. As you all know, Indonesia have a lot of culture and traditional activities in Indonesia. So if I could make a new traditional celebrating the new year will be maybe gathering a lot of culture in Singapore and all around the world together so we can celebrate together. In Indonesia, we as known as someone who likes to bond with each other. We have a lot of languages, but we united into one language. It's called Bahasa Indonesia. So what I would like to make, maybe like we create an event or like traditional event that maybe like India and then Indonesia, Chinese, and we put everything together and make like a celebration together. I think it will be very fun as we can get to know each other culture and we get to know a lot of new people, and I feel like it will be like a really great bonding. So as a student ambassador too, I welcome a lot of people from all around the world. Like for example, last month, I welcome Korea and then Philippines and Indonesia too. So I think like it will be very good to welcome and get to know a lot of people. That's it from me today. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I realized we celebrated two different New Years in last 1 month. And also a major festival, Tamil festival on 14th of January. And most of these festivals are celebrated. So Chinese New Year probably celebrated because the winter is gone and then we are moving towards the spring. And the Western New Year is celebrated probably, what I understand is the peak winter is about to go on, this is the time to celebrate. So, and I think the Tamil Pongal festival is also on the similar lines, okay, that it's probably the harvesting festival, but also like, okay, new season is coming, and that's how it's, most of the festivals are celebrated. Yeah, so it's an interesting take that, okay, combine a lot of different culture and gather and try to celebrate, create a new tradition. Okay, so. Yeah. If you have to pick up one bad habit as a New Year resolution, what would that be? If you have to pick up one bad habit, New Year resolution be we try to new and good habits.
Quite a few.
So, yeah, if you have to pick up one bad habit as a New Year resolution, what would that be?
Welcome to 2025. The months have been running awfully slowly. It's been January, and January felt like 2 months. And then February finally came. Let me see. What bad habit I want to have? As a resolution, a bad habit. The time runs really fast. And so as you grow up as the year progresses. From primary school secondary school, and to college. Let's say you are really good student and a kind student in primary school. And as you progress, you never know whether you will progress at that same good student. A bad habit resolution. You can always progress and not be always a good student. You can turn to a very grumpy and a rude person. Not necessarily you will always stay at that person. As the year progresses, as the month progresses, it's a possibility that you can change and the person in you can change. So be careful of who you are and look around you and be really conscious. Thank you.
When I prepared that one, I forgot that. If somebody asked me, that's going to be the most difficult question. So who wants to go next?
We are looking at that side now, so it's quite clear. You make
Yeah, I think everybody has spoken already, so.
Go, right. What do you like, be so gracious. We can go now. Let's give it a shot, doesn't matter. We get a name. Yeah. Sorry? Billy, there. Okay, Billy, come, let's go. Okay, firstly, you have to like feel comfortable. These are all friends, right? Even though you're seeing us for the first time, we are seeing you for the first time. So it's perfectly all right. Okay, come, let's give Billy a round of applause.
Yeah, if a genie appears and grants you a destructive wish that you have, what do you ask for? You can only ask for something that the genie can destroy.
Destroy. Sorry, what is the type topic again? I didn't get it.
If a genie appears and grants you a wish, what would you ask? But the genie can only destroy, cannot create you.
My God.
Can destroy.
Were you in a bad mood when you came out with you can speak what comes to your mind, right? Yeah. That's right. But something related to genie and wishes. Even if it's not just one.
Hello everyone, my name is Christopher. Okay. So for my topic is if a genie appeared and grant me a wish, the destructive wish, what will I ask for? For me, because I live in Indonesia, and Indonesia is have like the government is a bit problematic. Okay, I don't know why I want to say that. But for my wish is like maybe for me it's like I want the wish that all the bad people and the government get destroyed. So my country will be better, can improve better, can increase better. So I can like, I hope for the genie, I hope for the destructive, for the bad people in the government actually. And for my New Year wish, yeah, nothing lah. That's the thing I want. For my really, for other thing maybe like Indonesia, for bad people in the world like that, like steal someone, for someone, killing someone for like money revenge, and for the war on the outside. I hope that we can like destroy that thing so the world become peaceful, happy, and everyone can live happily. So everyone can like enjoy their life, not thinking about like tomorrow I need to eat something, so that everyone can get what they want, can get what they really will have in the future. That's all for me. Thank you.
Well done.
Very good, nice. Yeah, I thought it would be. I didn't think it was that difficult.
We're still waiting for you may.
All the difficult ones. Okay, the topic is, if you have to make a different day as a New Year's Day, what day would that be and why? If you want to make a different day other than the 1st January or the first day of Chinese New Year, if you want to be a different day, then what day is that? The topic is, if you want to choose a different day as New Year's Day, then what would that be?
Not January 1st.
No, not January.
Right, okay, some other day, what day
Some
would
other
it
day.
be?
Okay, if you want to make a different day as the New Year's Day, what day would be? Okay, my choice is 10th of Feb because it's my birthday. So I wish that without the needs of taking leave, I can have official birthday leave. And so we really have no idea about it.
How do you want to celebrate the day?
Yeah, how would you celebrate?
I just hope because my parents is currently like staying away with me. I'm actually staying alone, so I wish if I could, I can stay with together and always make times with them.
And what is the birthday wish?
Birthday wish. So over the years, I have been very busy with my work. For the last 5 years, I work as a nutritionist, and currently I'm a BD officer. But I realized that the part that I know the most is my hobbies and personal passion. So I really hope that I can spend more time to curate my hobbies and passions, and hopefully eventually I can make it to a business and replace my full-time job.
If you have to assign a New Year resolution to a celebrity, who would the celebrity be and what would be the resolution? So we do the resolution for ourselves, but if you want a resolution for a celebrity, famous personality, what would you want that person to have?
Well, I don't know much celebrities honestly, but if I were to choose one, I would think the most influential would be probably Trump, because he just took the office. And as for his resolution, I realized that the US, they have a lot of gun violence, like you heard of all the school shootings happening, and a lot of people, a lot of children even dying because of that. So I would think that his resolution would be to lower the gun violence and maybe even like ban guns in Singapore if possible. So that there won't be so many cases of people like getting shot in schools or even shot on their work in such a country which is supposedly first world as well. So that would be my resolution for him. Thank you. And then also because he just took up president, I'm sure he has a lot of things on his plate. For example, like recently he had a new policy about cryptocurrency.
Mm.
So I feel like that is also pushing to the future as well as you all know, cryptocurrency is growing in popularity and also becoming more popular. So I would like him to also ask more government to support it because currently I think it's one of the few governments who are actually supporting cryptocurrencies. I feel like if, like for example, Singapore also supports it, and we have a lot more trading opportunities in the area as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for all the, I understand that it's very impromptu speaking and the topics can put you off a bit, but I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's give the table topics master a round of applause. Okay, so this segment, right, for this table topic segment, as I mentioned earlier, is a very, very important segment in Toastmasters because it trains you to speak off the cuff without any preparation. It also trains you to be creative. I mean, not first, like he didn't want to come up here, but once he came up here, he wants to destroy the chair. I guess just a disclaimer for you, Billy. I was like taking video of it. So I didn't intend to put it up on social media, but I changed my mind. Okay, so it's all about that. But the more you come up here and you get this practice, because as we keep on saying, this platform is for you to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not like you purposely want to come up here and make mistakes, but it's okay to make mistakes. But as you keep on practicing, you become better. Right? Sometimes we use the phrase, practice makes it perfect, but I like to be different. I never talk about perfectness because there is no such thing as being perfect. What is perfect for you might not be perfect for someone else. But the important thing is the more you come up here, the more you have the practice, you will become better, you progress. So that's the whole idea. That's the platform that you have here. Right? Sometimes when we do presentation, even like I say, Shafira, you mentioned that as an international student or ambassador, you would have a lot of opportunity to do presentation. Now, when you are presenting there, it is not about practice anymore. People are expecting you to do well. But here, of course, you have a certain level of expectation, but we are not going to put that pressure on you. So you have the different opportunity, whether to come here as a prepared speech, whether to come here as a table topics, whether to come here as an evaluator. Even my role here as a Toastmaster of the day is also another opportunity for me to come up here and speak. The role of the table topics master, it's also another opportunity for them to come up here to face the audience and speak. So that's what you get. When you join Toastmasters, you get a lot of opportunity to come up here, face the audience, and for you to present, for you to communicate, and for you to get better. And of course, the moment you join one club, the doors really open up for you, not only here in Singapore, worldwide. Even when you return to Indonesia, you can still be a member. Here in Singapore, you can tell that, you know, I'm a member with the Toastmasters. I'm a member with the Whampoa Toastmasters Club. And you can go to so many different clubs. Yeah, so that is the opportunity. So as long as you're comfortable with the people and how they are supportive of you, it's going to be amazing journey for each and every one of us. Okay, now what we do, I mentioned to you about the timing. Yeah, so we will get the timing sequence, or rather the timing report, timers report. We had seven speakers. So please go ahead, timer.
We took 1 minute 42 seconds. Give took 2 minutes 6 seconds. Shahira took 1 minute 28 seconds. Myself, I took 1 minute 52 seconds. Billy took 1 minute 10 seconds. Yu Ming took 1 minute 31 seconds. Zephyr took 1 minute 28 seconds. So,
28. Two. Thank you. Okay, so that means, right, everyone qualifies to be voted as one of the best table topics speaker. Okay, so we are using the very eco-friendly method of getting the votes. So for each person, you only have one. Don't feel very generous and start taking a few and putting into a few numbers. One person is one. You can vote for yourself. Right? No need to feel shy, whatever. You felt that you did well, you're coming up here and you did well, you can also vote for yourself. So there's 7 speakers. We just go with from 1 to 7. So all you need to do is pick one and put into which speaker you felt deserves to be the best table topic speaker based on the topic, based on how you presented. So once we have done, just pass it around, and then we will collect and complete it. Okay, so while we are also doing that, once we finish that earlier, I'm not done for the prepared speech. So we will do that in the prepared speech except for 3. After that, you'll take a very short break, and when we come back, we will have our evaluation for the 3 prepared speech, and then we will wrap up our Toastmasters chapter meeting for today. So 1 to 7, whoever you feel comfortable, you can put. You can vote for yourself, yeah? Nothing wrong, huh? Don't feel pressure, huh? Like, if you mean it's like, who are you voting for, huh? Who are you voting for, huh? Okay, feel comfortable, feel comfortable. Okay, we will take a short break right now. Okay, for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah. So now it's slightly off of 15. There are some light snacks. Okay, there's light snacks there. So this is the time for us to do a bit of network. Jackie is all ready because you like to connect with people. Okay, connect with people, talk to each other, feel comfortable, have the light snacks. 4:30, we will begin. Washroom is outside, right? You need the direction, please ask.
Alicia can pause this. Alicia, you can pause the video first. After 10 minutes, we start again. Did you done your performance? Done already, yeah? Okay, so later you can have your president's speech. Okay, you rest around. Okay, I mute first. Later I'll call you.
saxophone?
Yeah, she already done. Alicia,
She's still there.
I don't know, maybe she go toilet. Alicia, we come back.
Yeah.
You can start the record.
Hello,
Hello.
you play already, huh?
She already complete her performance.
Okay, okay.
Okay, good. Let's start.
Yeah, don't, fine. It's right at the end. Yeah, what's your? Before we start with the third segment, which is on evaluation, okay, better, we have better speaking, better listening, thinking, and better listening. Before we get to that, I just want to do the voting. No.
Alicia, you need to make.
Yes.
Alicia, another phone thing. Yeah,
Outside.
I think she's down.
Okay, let's do the voting for the prepared speech. The guests were not here yet. So we had three speakers, Jackie, Zephyr, and Sumati. You all were not here. So you all can relax for a while. We need to vote from inside. Okay. So I'll just start with Santosh. So same thing. 1, 2, 3, 11 for your prepared speech. Okay. So the same rule applies. You can actually vote for yourself. No need to feel shy. Okay, you can vote for yourself. Once that is done, we will start off with the evaluations. This one, you were not around, right? Yeah, okay. Only the top two.
I think they are not really for the second.
Yeah, that's right. It's back on. Correct. So it's not fair to vote. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and Toastmasters and guests. So here we are at in February, month of February's chapter meeting for Whampoa Toastmasters Club. So let me do a quick recap. In any Toastmasters meeting, three main things happen. Firstly, we have the prepared speech segment known as the better speaking, and we also have the better thinking, which is the table topics, and also we have better listening. All of us were listening, but one of you has been assigned to listen to this speaker so that you can share constructive feedback at an evaluation where they did well and where they could have done better. So evaluators' main role is to be constructive as well as to be encouraging, because they are the eyes and the ears for you. When the speaker is standing here, we might not know what we are doing. Many a times we might not be very clear about what we are doing here. So we have the evaluators to help us. Okay, so that is the role of the evaluators. And some other rules, okay, especially for the guests, later can do the networking. You mean later can do the networking. Some important things, I mean, like when you come to a Toastmasters, because I mentioned these three parts. Apart from that, we have some other rules. Some rules are not being played here today because of the members. Okay, so some of the, other than this role that I'm doing, which is the Toastmaster of the day or Toastmaster of the evening or as a host. So someone as a member will get a chance to do this, prepare, get to know who are the speakers and how you manage the time and how you introduce. That's one of the areas. The other is we have a language evaluator, okay, who's not able to be here today. The language evaluator will be like listening to our language usage of English, where we did very well, what kind of language we have used, and how we can make it even more flowery or more engaging for the audience or the spectators. And another role is pause pillars. A pause pillar in Toastmasters is also a very important role. Unfortunately, we don't have it today. Okay, but the role of the pause pillar is when we are here, when we are making a speech, when we are doing a presentation, without our realization, we use pauses. Pauses like, okay, as I was, you hear a lot of ahs, okays. So these are disruptive to a presentation. So we might not understand, or we might not realize, we might not be conscious when we are standing here and making the presentation. This is where the pause pillar will pick up. In your speech, you made 3 pauses, 3 ums, 3 ahs, you made a number of okays, ahas, so all these pauses. So when we understand this, we can be better than our next speech. As I said, practice makes it more progressive for us. So now is the time for us to be progressive. This is one of the key things about being a member with Toastmasters. The next segment is all about evaluation. So earlier we had 3 prepared speech. The first speaker was Jackie, who talked about enabling village tour. And second was Zephan Wong. He told us the magic words. Thank you. And the third speaker was Sumadi about motivation. So now I would like to call upon our first evaluator. The timing sequence for evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. You must speak for at least 2 minutes and you must wrap up by 3 minutes 30 seconds. At the second minute, the green card will be shown. Okay, so this is for the evaluator to take note. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, the yellow card will be shown. And at 3 minutes, the red card will be displayed. When you see the red card, you should wrap up your speech because you're given another 30 seconds to wrap up. If it is not, if you don't stop, the bell will be rung. Okay, once the bell is rung, Jeep and Jackie will carry you outside the room to the bus stop there. No, so this is just to indicate to us you have overtimed your presentation. All these things prepares and conditions us to make sure that we say things within the time frame that's given to us and get the message across. Now, let me have the pleasure of inviting our first evaluator, who has been a poster girl for Whampoa Toastmasters Club. When you see her, you know that she is a poster girl. So we use her photos to attract a lot of the community members in this arena. Please join Whampoa. Come and be the poster girl. Winnie. Let's give a round of applause for Winnie.
Everyone, especially the speaker, you. Today is your first speech, icebreaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry for my mistake. Let me restart the thing. Yeah, my mistake. Suppose I started with Sanjeev, but yeah, correct.
Then
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. My mistake.
Okay. Okay, never mind. So I evaluating the speaker, which is Safi. He's doing his icebreaker. This is the first speech when you join as a Toastmaster member. So let's give him a clap for. One thing is very good that when you're doing your first speech, he's standing very confident in front of everyone on the stage, and he doing the speech without any script. So as a first speaker, it's very difficult to do it because you can show that you are come with a preparation and also confident with what you are trying to share with us. I remember when I first time deliver my own speech, I was shaking. And the whole body is shaking, my voice is shaking, and I don't even dare to have any eye contact with the audience. But you are pretty good for the day. You have the eye contact with most of us, and he didn't feel that he's very shy or nervous. And he's a good actor, like just now we shared with some of the guests. You're trained to show that you're not nervous. But I believe that when you're doing a first speech, definitely you have some nervous. And one thing for your speech is doing very good. you will have a very strong opening in the speech to grab audience attention. You're sharing your own personal story, then sharing when she talked with someone and she feel that people giving a remark that is a negative person, and then bring you to the word that what kind of work can bring you to another person. So after that, you also share with us the law of attraction. Actually, I'm also a big fan of law of attraction. I'm not sure whether of you read a book called Secret. This is the book to share some of the concept of the law of attraction. You tell us what is law of attraction is and how gratitude plays a role in your life. And after that, at the conclusion, you also show us what's the magic word in his life is thank you. So in your speech, I will say you have a very clean and structure. You have the introduction, the body, and also conclusion. At the end of the speech, you have a call to action that you ask us to start with to doing something to bring you some positive and bring you that energy, which is say thank you to everyone. Then I will and have some of the suggestion for your speech. For thank you, actually can bring positive energy and also can attract good things in the life. Probably you can also show us what's the how you deliver and how you say out thank you, because thank you probably we will have some of the emotion or face or when and the voice and the tone how you say this word, and if you really say out this word with a sincerity with someone, then probably can give you more energy. And then we will also would like to understand why do you think thank you can give you a strong word is to link up with your personal story that can also make us have a stronger memory of your own personal story. So in conclusion, so your speech is doing very good at the first stage. I hope I can also hear a next speech in next chapter meeting. Hopefully you can doing good, and today suggestion will be able to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinny. Everyone here that comes to Toastmasters have a different phase, how they progress. If you have seen Vinny, I had the pleasure, the honor of seeing Vinny, like what she mentioned earlier, to develop herself from a very shy, very quiet person to a very confident speaker that she is right now. And it's an ongoing journey. And it was very nice for her to evaluate Zephyr, who is doing his icebreaker speech today. Similarly, you would have some of us will come at a higher level. You already have that confidence, you already have the exposure doing public speaking, and you can only get even much better coming up here. Next, we are going to get, you're going to evaluate our first speaker, Jackie, my mistake earlier. So we started off with Zephyr. Jackie is and always been an inspiration. I've known him way before Toastmasters. He had visited Toastmasters a couple of times, and then he decided that yes, I want to join Toastmasters and also elevate my level of presentation and confidence to the next level. And that's exactly what will happen. So let me invite the evaluator for this speech, Toastmaster Sanjeev, to do an evaluation on Jackie's Enabling Village Tour. Round of applause for that.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We just early on, we heard the amazing speech given by Jackie, and that is his third speech for this level 1. So it's three times already that he has presented his sharings, and based on his sharing or speech early on, which he gave earlier just now, it was good. Not only good, it was great. It was awesome. Why I say that is because it was very clear. The information which he shared was very clear. His speech was very clear. He seemed very confident. This is the third time he's speaking right now, and he's already very confident and very clear. I think that's good. I think the more you climb, the more levels you complete, I think you'll be way better than how you were just now. Right, and besides that, because of his confidence, he was able to give better eye contact, and he was seeing everyone. If there's someone behind you, he'll be turning here and see them also. So, but lucky there wasn't, right? So eye contact was very good, and he gave good eye contact, and also he showed interest in the topic he shared, because he showed or showcased much of enthusiasm in his speech. So that was very prominent, and I think that because I think he's involved in enabling village, right? So that is his topic, okay, touring enabling village. So that is his interest, and it's a place where they focus on people with disability and give them opportunities and etc. So and that's what he previously was doing, and that shows his interest and enthusiasm of that topic. And because of that, he gave simple expressions. There was simple expression, and his story, his speech was very informative. I could get a lot of information from there. I'm sure all of you also got some information from his speech. And the information which he shared is not story based; it's real. Okay, it's based on this enabling village. And his vocal variety was good. It went up and down. He was excited at certain. I mean, all the points he was excited. He was showing his enthusiasm, but there were certain points where he really went high pitch, and he went back down. So there's vocal variety. His gestures was clear, was seen. He did explain his gestures. I think all these were good, and he also was able to summarize. Right at the end of his speech, he summarized his speech, and that is, I think, a bit more professional. It's like sharing with everyone. No, this is what I spoke, and then there was call to action. So I think that was great. And what was even better was he split his sharing into 3 blocks. Right, there were 3 tiers, right? And he was explaining the 3 tiers. I can't exactly remember what were the 3 tiers, right? But anyway, he did that. And I think these were all good, his sharing of the word village to build a child. It takes a village to build a child, right? So yeah, I think that's true. It takes not only the village, the society, that everyone to build you yourself. And I think all these were great and amazing. Just want to share, some things, some only, not many things, only some things you can improve is the R. The R. You did mention the word few times here there, because he was thinking, he was trying to memorize what you prepared, and he was prominent. So instead of saying you can make yourself comfortable in keeping silent, right? And also and he also said and yeah, so suddenly you remember he said and yeah, then you will continue, right? So these are the 2 feelers you actually have to just improvise. I think it will be great, and that's so much. And the next thing, the last thing I want to share for improvement is the walking. You are standing here, and then you look at everyone, everything was good, no allocation, but just maybe if you could walk, it will improvise a bit more than the norm. It will become even better to be an expert speaker, maybe. Right. So in summary, I think like I said, we have this 3rd speech in Whampoa Toastmasters Club. For Whampoa Toastmasters Club, and he's doing great already. I think he will be doing way better going forward. And I like this word, the phrase he said, impossible equals to I am possible. Right? So with that, I just want to end my speech. Thank you.
I was just telling Sanjeev, like, to take note of the timing. He says okay. Why? Because I told him earlier that Sanjeev and Jackie will be the one throwing you out. So since Sanjeev is like, nobody is going to throw me out. No, but it's an important thing. Important thing is about learning. I mean, like in some clubs, the moment they hear the bell, you can't speak anymore. Right? But here, of course, we practice a bit of flexibility. But the important thing is about learning. It is about learning. And in the contest, when you're taking part in the contest, even if you're over the time by even 1 second, you're considered disqualified. And in the contest, it's that strict. Okay, but of course, we get very enthusiastic and we get carried away because we want to share the important points. So that's what Sanjeev did. Thank you, Sanjeev, for doing the evaluation. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. We have the third and the final speaker. We had about motivation from Sumati, and the evaluator is supposed to be Vasan, but since Vasan is not around, I had the honor of doing the evaluation. So let me do the evaluation for the third and final speaker. Very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and friends. Today we heard Sumati coming up here and talking about motivation. It's one of her speeches from the motivational strategy. One of the clear things that we understood from Sumati's presentation is, as a prepared speech, you have done your research and you have prepared for the speech. That's one of the key things. You need to have the time to prepare yourself before we come up here and do the preparation. That was very clear, that was very evident from the speech that you shared with us. You talked about the what, the why, the who, why you should get the motivation. You started off also by sharing with us, when you talk about motivation, it's about the intrinsic as well as the extrinsic motivations that can push us forward. You mentioned about intrinsic, what is within us. Extrinsic is about rewards externally that we can gain, but intrinsic is all about the passion, the satisfaction that we might receive, we might get by doing something or something that we want to do. That was very clear for us to understand about motivation. So you also shared and also challenged us. Our Edison did more than 1,000 times to get the light bulb. How many times do you try before you give up? 5 times? 10 times? That is a question that she posed to us. All these are good. As Sumati is an advanced Toastmaster, I would also like to share some of the areas that Sumati can do better to ensure that we continue on the right path to becoming a better and a more confident speaker. One thing that we did realize, or at least personally I did realize, you have been away from presentation for a while, so you're taking a step back, which is excellent. I appreciate the motivation for you to come up here. That itself is the first victory. But standing up here, we could sense a little bit of the nervousness. How do we know that? The movement. If you have noticed, Madi, you made a fair bit of movement. We always say that when you are making movements on stage, it has to be on purpose. If I'm coming up here, I'm talking to the people here, and then I go back to the center. Center is where we say the power position. You don't stand in one side and keep talking because the others might feel neglected. Or you stand on this side and then you speak to this person or the people on this side, others might feel neglected. So you've got to be careful with where you're positioning yourself and also the movement. The other area that felt that we could have done better because we didn't have a pause pillar today, someone to do the pause. Any idea what is the pauses that she used a lot today in her speech? Anyone took notice? Correct? Correct. Yeah. Correct. Okay, for every word she added the word correct. So these are minute things but can have a enhanced on your project, your speeches. So to summarize your presentation, you took the motivation and you motivated us. If you're more careful about your movement and also your pause pillars, you can engage with each and every one of us even more better and motivate us to do a better prepared speech. Thank you. That's about the evaluation. We have completed the evaluation. Now let's hear the timing sequence for the 3 evaluators, starting with Vinny, Sanjeev, and myself.
Moving to 3 minutes 29 seconds. Give took 4 minutes 55 seconds. Zafar took 3 minutes 29 seconds. Give overtime.
So when we thank you, let's give the timer a applause. So for the voting to take place, you must have at least 3 contestants or 3 speakers for us to do the voting. Since there's only two, one is not qualified, we will not have the voting for the best evaluator. Okay, so mindful, it has to be, this is one of the learning, this is one of the learning, because in Toastmasters, it's all about learning and progressing. So timing is very important. And the moment we hear the thing, we have to like, even though we have things to say, we need to move forward. Okay, so these are things that we learn. Okay, anything that you all want to share, anything that you want to ask before we wrap up our program for today? Okay, so what we are going to do right now is we are going to. Are you is Alicia still around?
Hello, Alicia.
She's around.
I think
If not, the VP will be doing the closing address.
I think she will do it. Hello,
And it's fine.
Alicia.
It's not there, right? If the president is not there, right, the second in position, which is the vice president education. So they have to step up to be the president. Okay, so just
Impromptu speech for me.
yeah, just stay first. Okay, so we will invite the president to give the closing address, and also we will have the ribbon presentation or the prize presentation for the best prepared speech as well as the best table topic speaker. Okay, but before we get there, so I just like to get some feedback because we have new members, we have guests among us. Just like to get a feedback. How did you feel about today in the meeting, being here in this group? So I'm going to start with Himeng, who's here second time. I mean, like, how was your feel before I get to the first timers?
I feel like the topic is very insightful and I learned a lot from here. And I think I will continue to come here more often.
Okay, as a member.
Yeah, she
Plans to join.
Yeah. Because I mean, like the moment you join one club as a home club, as a member, the world of opportunity opens up for you. Okay, you can always travel. She also YMCA, right? We met at YMCA. And she visited YMCA and I was also there. So I share, not even myself or any others, when we are going to the different clubs, we share with each other, then we can also take the step, we went to another club. So it was like last year. So that's one thing that we can do, right? Thank you, Himeng. Let's clap for Himeng. I want to control myself, but I can't do it, Billy. I have to introduce you, Billy, the man who wants to destroy it. Okay, please, Billy.
Yeah. For me, I'm enjoying this club, yeah, because
Okay.
I feel like this club is open and welcome for me.
Okay.
So I feel like I will join this for improve myself, so I can become myself better than before.
Okay, great. Thank you. And let's hear from Shafira.
So what I feel from today's session is like, I feel that I met a lot of new people and everyone is really nice and welcoming and I feel like safe and I feel like I can improve myself more. And yeah, I feel like I'm considering to join the club.
Okay, great. Thank you. Just say a few words about Shafira. I met Shafira at one of the other clubs, JP Morgan. I was there doing a role, and she visited there because one of her mentor, right? So invited her. So one thing that we connected, and I could see the enthusiasm in Shafira. So I say that we have our own club. My club is from Whampoa. So since then she has been messaging and she has been sharing her enthusiasm and energy that yes, I want to come, and I'm really happy that you are here today. And I'm also glad that you enjoy and also you're learning from here. Right? Thank you. Round of applause today. And from Stephen, who did an icebreaker today. So from a guest, become a member, and today you have been like baptized to become a true Toastmaster or Whampoa Toastmasters Club. How does it feel?
It feels quite good to have my first best speech, also to like practice all the things that I've been learning so far and putting on the best speech together. Yeah, I'm sure you will enjoy the experience also next time.
Okay. So are you ready to continue with your prepared speech and your journeys?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very important thing. Don't leave a gap, right? Keep on doing it. Okay, let's give Zephan a round of applause. The ribbons are there. Which one is proposed? Hi, Alicia. Can I have your permission to invite the VP to give out the ribbons? In here? Yeah, okay. She gives a thumbs up. Okay, now it's time for us to invite our acting president because our president is attending another event. She's virtually present. Thank you, President Alicia. So I'd like to invite the acting president for today's meeting, Vice President Education, Vinny. Please come on stage. Round of applause. So first of all, we would like to give the ribbons. This is to acknowledge speakers who come up here and also to acknowledge speakers who did well today, voting by the audience. But first of all, we would like to give icebreaker speech ribbon. Can we invite Zephyr to come on stage to give the icebreaker? Can you capture this, Santosh? Okay. Alright. Okay, and the best prepared speech speaker. Can we have a round roll, please? Best speaker for the prepared speech today. Someone who came up here and indicate us Smadi. Round of applause for Smadi. Okay, now for the table topics, we would like to invite this man who came up here and he spoke so passionately about his home country, how he wants to develop the country, yeah. So icebreaker ribbon for our first timer. Can we give a round of applause to Billy? Please, Billy. Not country breaker. The what breaker? Country. The country breaker. That one you keep to ourselves, huh? Okay. And another first timer who came up here for the table topics and was ambassador for a country. Was an ambassador for Indonesia. Okay, can we give a round of applause for Shafira? And the best speaker as voted by the audience, the popular vote for the best speaker for the table topics. We had 7 speakers, all spoke well, and the competition was really, really stiff and tough. But we have one winner, And the best speaker for the table topics is Shafira. Round of applause. Audience.
Must join us to become the next poster girl.
So who's going to give the closing address? Alicia?
Alicia is here.
Alicia? Alicia's camera is off right now.
Hello.
On top, right? Oh, second.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Alicia, are you there, Alicia?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. You okay to give us the closing address?
Yes, can.
Okay,
Can you all hear me?
yes, we can hear you. Okay, now I'd like to invite our club president.
View the view.
Okay.
I think can be bigger. On it me. In that, right?
I will see.
You want to turn first?
I cannot see. Okay.
After the closing address, we'll take a group photo.
You cannot touch.
Just press anything.
Because I ping one. You replace the ping.
Right click and on the screen.
Okay, no.
Cannot. Okay. Done.
Done already. Okay. Then make it bigger.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now I'd like to invite our club president, distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Chia, to give us our closing address. Can we give her a big round of applause? Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Zafar. I think everybody had a good Chinese New Year celebration so far. Have you all had one? Good one?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I had a very good celebration over where I am. I'm sure you guys also had a very good celebration as well at Whampoa Toastmaster Club. But I want you guys to remember that in the year of the wood snake, what will be your resolution for this year coming? For me, I will use my inner resilience to achieve what I want to do and not let anybody stop me. So for you guys, don't let anybody.
Yeah. Timing couldn't be so perfect. Like sometimes how technology works. Don't let anyone stop. And he stopped.
Sure.
Alicia, are you still there? Alicia, can't hear you. You stop until stop already. Okay. Ask her whether she. Alicia looks so emotional, emotionally connected with all of us.
That's perfect.
Okay. Grand talk. So we need want to like say a few words and then we complete. That's
Yeah.
yeah, she's what happened, Alicia? We can't hear you. You stopped for a while.
Sorry, I had connection instability
Right,
and
okay.
was cut off earlier on.
Okay, sure.
So my big advice to everyone is not to let anybody stop you from achieving your resolutions this year. Just do it. And I believe everyone has the inner resilience to go for it. So once again, I congratulate everyone who did their speeches. Also those who even attempted table topics. Good job on the evaluators, even though no one qualified. Yeah, you did a good job as well. So If there's no other feedback, is there any feedback done?
Yes, feedback is done.
Done already, is it? Has feedback been asked?
Then Alicia? Sorry?
If not, I would like to wish everyone a happy Lunar New Year and go for your goals for the wood next year. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Right, thank you, Alicia. Okay, Alicia, our club president, is involved in another event. She plays the saxophone. Nice, so today she was there performing, but still the connection is there with the club. So that's why she's making the effort. Virtually, she's still with us. She did the opening address, listening to all of us, and then delivering us the closing address. So once again, thank you so much for joining our club meeting. Our club meeting is every second Saturday of the month, which is now. Next month, the second Saturday coincides with the area contest. And it's on the 8th. So we might have for next month on the third Saturday, which is on the 15th of March. But other than that, we always try to keep it on the second Saturday of the month. Distance in Singapore is not a major issue, right? Because it's like myself, I'm staying in Sengkang near here. Ravina is based at Sengkang. We have one member coming from Bukit Batok. And Jackie, please tell us where you're coming from.
Boon Lay.
Okay, so he's coming all the way from Boon Lay. So here in Singapore, of course, distance is not a major issue. As long as we are comfortable, like there are clubs, Toastmasters Club near Boon Lay, there are Toastmasters Club in Sengkang, there are Toastmasters Club even near Boon Keng and all that, or Queensway. So Tampines, right? We stay in Tampines. So we do have clubs all over. But at the same time, as long as we feel comfortable with a certain group of people in the club and the members, I strongly encourage you to join the club and to have that journey with that club as we travel to many other clubs, whether in Singapore or also in other countries. So once again, thank you so much for joining us and spending your very precious Saturday afternoon with this group of people. And I say, especially for both of you, Shafira as well as Billy, you have made progress today, especially for Billy. I mean, like without that, you're not. I think for human, you've already come here, you've already shared with us today. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much once again. I wish you all a very happy the year of the snake. Okay, to be successful, snake is as successful. To have a very successful year ahead, and also to have a wonderful weekend and weekend. Right, with that, we have come to the end of today's meeting. Give yourself a round of applause. The last part, we will gather here, we will take a group photo, and then we are done for it. Yeah, please, yeah. We include Alicia's picture there, is it? Oh, here. Someone would.
Or use this one, ask her to do a screenshot and can see us in the screen.
You can do a screenshot for us.
Yes, I can take a screenshot. Good
Okay.
idea, thank you.
Okay.
I was also thinking about screenshot.
Done.
Thank you.
And then you are also in the screen, isn't it? Okay, can we get that? Can we get
You
that?
guys just position yourself, can already. I'll take a screenshot.
Okay.
A bit more to this side so that you can see the markers.
Good.
Can screenshot, okay.
She just do the screenshot one. And she also decided. Okay, yeah.
Okay, smile. Start with one, then when you, okay, good, okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hey, say, you'll take a selfie.
Here's my phone.
Okay.
PM. Computer.
You mean to take or?
I
Come
okay.
closer.
Okay.
Just make sure you can be
Outside,
seen.
3, 2 seconds. Can you see everyone? Naughty, okay, okay. Okay, good.
Okay, great. Madam, okay, congrats.
Alicia can pause.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, on social media. This is Billy from PSB.